Hello guys, CG Frog here, and welcome back to the second part to my Blender tutorial series. So let's get right into it. I forgot to teach you guys how to save last time, and so let me teach you that. Press Ctrl S to save, and it will bring you up to a folder. Let me do a save as. I just have this folder for specifically Pokémon, so I don't really need it. I'm actually going to open up a new file I've kind of been working on, and alright. So, today we'll be on posing and setting up your scene. So, that is this tutorial. So, I'm going to teach you about posing first. So, I kind of talked about that in the last episode, but I think I should go over it a little more. Because this rig is very complicating, and yeah, so let's get into it. So I have this set up, and it's not perfect. As you can see, the arm goes through his tongue, and that's kind of one of the things I don't like about this rig. But nobody would notice since it's going to be covered up by it anyways. So let's get on into it. So I'm going to set up the textures like I think I taught you to do in the last episode. I got rid of this, so I don't really need that. Alright, so I'm going to give it fun. Yeah, I'm going to keep this filter size as it is. And I'm going to go to here. I'm also going to uncheck these and give it a felon, and then, or feline, I'm not sure what it is, I just call it felon. Might stand for something, I know EWA does. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it stands. Filter, I don't know. I'm not even gonna look that up, but, alright, so, alright, it looks okay. Well, that looks bad. Alright, so, I'm gonna teach you guys how to pose. So, first of all, you're going to see down here, it says pose mode, just click that. Alright, so first I'm going to take the tongue, gotta find the right bone. It's the hard part of this. Alright, that's not the one I want. This is the whole thing. The thing I don't like about these rigs is they were edited, but they're not the best. Definitely. That looks alright, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that looks okay. Alright, so he looks awesome. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this plane, give it a material, go down here under shadow, I'm going to just check shadows only. So it will only do shadows. No material, no specularity, just shadows. So now I'm going to add in a sun. And I'm going to teach you how to set up the light and posing and other stuff in this tutorial. That doesn't look bad, but I don't want him to have too much specularity. And what's his surf at? He doesn't have a subdivision surface. Okay, I guess I could see that. Alright, keep it smooth. Alright, so back here, and alright, so I have his material selected. I'm going to change the intensity down to 0.01 on all of them. And, well, the tongue will do 0.05. And, yeah, okay, that's good. And his eyes, I'm going to leave his eyes. Or, not his eyes. Yeah, his eyes. Okay. Do you know what? I'm gonna set this to 0.052. Alright, that's good. So, now I have Greninja. It's not the best, as you can see here, but that's not visible from here, so I don't really care. Alright, I'm gonna change the settings in the sun. Usually, it used to automatically check ray shadow, but it doesn't anymore. And I'm not sure if I've taught you guys this, but you go to the world tab and click ambient occlusion. That helps a lot. So, now it looks much more realistic. I just realized how much this could be used for, the shadows only. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, getting a little rant there. Okay, so, now that I have this selected, I'm going to set up my render. Now, I'm going to go into my camera by pressing 0, then I'm going to press N on my keyboard to bring this up. I'm going to background images, check background images, click add image. I'm going to select movie clip. Do you know what? I'm just going to do an image. And change the UI. Oh no, they didn't. Sorry. Wait, gotta click this folder. Okay, so pictures right here. And 2016-10. I got a few other pictures, but I'm gonna just select this one. And I'm gonna scale them down. The nice part about these is they have good origins. So, all the origins are good. Down. Alright, that looks good. That looks even better. Alright, now I'm going to set up the light in position. As I can see, the shadows are going this way. So, I'm going to point the shadows that way. The spot in which your sun is doesn't matter at all. If I go into Shift Z and I move it around, as you can see, nothing changes. It's the rotation that changes it. Like that. Alright. Gonna go a little more. Alright, so now to see the final render, I'm going to go into the node editor, click on this tab right here. By the way, your Blender's not wrong if you don't have this tab. It's called an add-on. So if you're wondering what this tab is, don't worry, we're not going to be using that. So click use nodes, click backdrop, and I'm going to click Control Shift and left click. Alright, yep, left click. Alright, so drag those over there, and I'm gonna add in a alpha over, plug it into the viewer, and plug this into the compositor, and add in a image. By the way, I'm doing Shift A to add, so alright, plug that in there, and pick that, fit, scale, render size. I don't know what's taking this so long. Alright, so we're good. I'm gonna click N to get rid of that, actually. And alright, looks good. Very high res though. That should not be that good. Huh, that's odd. So now I'm gonna go to this camera tab, camera world scene, and I'm going to go to shading, and where it says alpha, change sky to transparent. Now I'm going to do a render image, and nothing shows up. Why isn't anything showing up? There's something wrong with the scale. And render size. And we want to fit it. Press N. Render image. Shit pops up in the viewer though. And something is wrong. Because the scale's way off. What's up with that? Yeah, this is not right. It's the picture. I see. Fit. Alright, render image. But that's not the thing that's wrong. Oh. Simple mistake. Alright, you gotta switch those. Forgot about that. Okay. So, now that we have him set up, I'm just gonna set this to stretch. Nobody will notice except you guys. If it does that, you're going to have to change the resolution of your scene. Super easy to do. So, you're gonna need a camera guide or to your camera, or you can just look it online. I think mine's a Canon Elf, something. Don't remember the numbers. I know it's a Canon Elf. Canon Elf resolution. Let's look that up. Photoshop Elf. How to change it? Yeah, I know mine was max resolution, so 3264. 3264. It's super easy to find a phone resolution though, so if you guys use the phone 2448, then you guys are good. 4, 8. Let's render the image. Takes a while because the resolution was buffed. Okay. I guess that looks okay. Alright, I'm gonna go back into 3D view. Just so you know, guys, I'm gonna be using a different one for the next episode, which will be different. Alright. Everything looks good. I'm gonna do fit. Okay, there's no difference. That means this was correct. I don't know. So far so good. I haven't had to restart the recording. I remember I used to make Blender tutorials that never made it. And I had to restart them like 5 times all the time. Alright. Now, this is the part that's kind of bad. See, the grass around here is kind of odd. And I didn't really notice that until I started a tutorial for it. And yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to make it look good, like it's actually in the grass. Maybe a feather mask might work, but that is so much extra work, and there's gotta be an easier way than that. So, I'm just gonna stick to what the episode is, and that's just testing it. And part of it is the pose. So, it's in pose mode. Okay, so I'm going to select these both, click R, bring those up, and I'm gonna bring these ones up. Alright, let's try that. does not look any better. Ah, I know why. This doesn't look good because it doesn't look good. Alright, here's what my problem is. It's the shadow. I may have to restart this since I spent so much time troubleshooting. But I'm not, because that helps the tutorial even better. Alright, and not okay. I know what's wrong. Now, how do I fix it? That's the hard part of Blender. It's not figuring out it, but actually... Go away, Emily. Wow. She's so annoying. Anyways, okay. Back to work. Alright, so I'm gonna mess with the sun settings here. Okay. Bad part about this is EasyVid would pause, but it was bad. And I just don't use it. But OBS does not pause. I can join these together, but I don't want to. And okay. Alright, so I will try and fix this in the next tutorial and do that. But in the meantime, let's just keep working on this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a suggestion, and so now I gotta keep looking on my shoulder and make sure there's no people there. Make sure to pick a time when there's nobody home. Anyways, okay, so what I did is I just looked up Greninja. Great start. Bulbapedia helps. So I just picked this one. And a good alpha image is a good picture. This is not bad picture, but I want something that's actually what I want. Of course. Yes, so this one looks just like this one, kind of only flipped and not drawn. This is Smash Bros. This is the anime. Alright, so that helps. Like, for example, if I was doing Charizard, because I know that's a popular one, I would just look up Charizard, find a good picture. This is an iconic picture of him. I would use this picture. Alright, so in the next episode, I will teach you